Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Conan Battle of the Blackstone issue number 1 by Titan Comics. This is a 4-issue miniseries, as far as I know, covered by Gerardo Zaffino. Looks good, lots of hatching details. Love it. So this is some kind of a hero crossover from, I don't know, Robert E. Howard's imagination. There's only one character that I recognize in this book. And I know a little about him, but I know he's some kind of a demon hunter or something like that, monster slayer. He's a cool character as far as I know. A lot of people love that character, but the rest of them, I don't know. So this is more, for me, also a new introduction. So without further ado, maybe it's a little bit better that you stop the video and read what's here. So basically, it's the Blackstone that always comes back to haunt our barbarian, right? And so we start here in 1936, and we have these guys going to some kind of a club or book club or something like that. And this woman says, "We are closed." But then this guy says, "I'm Professor John Kirwan and John Conrad." And they speak some kind of a code, and it said, okay, just to make sure. And then they are going into some kind of a lift, and then they are entering this book club with all these curiosities and artifacts and stuff. And they are basically meeting, or want to meet, with a guy called Francis Xavier Gordon. He's I don't know, an adventurer, gun for hire, if you will. And they have some questions for him because they found some particular glyph in their studies, and they are showing him a page from the book with this glyph, and he immediately freezes. And then we go to the Hyborian Age, where Conan has a stone that he got from a picked body, because they are, I don't know, battling Picts, I guess. And these are, soldiers from Fort Tusculum. And I don't know, maybe Conan has, he's also a gun for hire, but without guns, sword for hire is probably the best. And this guy's challenging from some kind of a wrestling match or something, right? Because he thinks Conan is weak and he can beat him. The commander, Valanus, looks, and then but then suddenly a weight shift, and it seems that Conan is done for. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, primal, a blood-red rage turned the match as a flurry of fist strikes like hammers against a sack of meat sprawled out in the soil. I like this extremely aggressive face, and he beats this guy almost to death. And then he walks away. But then he wakes, and he has a nightmare about the stone, right? And he has also, flash of unexpected anger. So does that mean this stone evokes that kind of emotion, making people mad, like unbridled rage or something else? And Conan wakes up, and he needs to get out of here. He needs to seek this plague, the sign, and where it comes from. And then we go to, Texas, 1936, and this guy is a James Allison. He is an author of fantastic stories about warriors and wanderers, rogues and renegades. His editor assumes that these tales come from deep wells of his imagination, but in truth, they're visions, sigils, signs, and this story may be his last. So I'm not sure if these characters are well known to people or just new. But yeah. And then we go to France, 1522. And then we are meeting with a girl called Agnes de Chastillon. And she killed this man because he was a bandit. And she doesn't remember how the battle begun. And then when she closed her eyes, she saw a sign, right? A mark upon her soul. How can she trust her witch or will in the face of such uncontrollable fury? See, it always comes back. I'm curious about that. These friends, I'm always calls them revolutionaries, but they are not. They are just, a woman in France that battles evil. Why not? It's just a cool costume. Let's see more about, her. And then also to Africa, 1584. Solomon Kane, that's the man I was talking about. I know him just a little bit. It seems like he is a very cool character. You know, he's on a mission, right? But the pagan staff gifted to him in years past interrupts his peaceful prayer. Whether mystery or challenge, he will not back down. A mark of the devil, is it? Very well. Lead me to it, and we see it slain. I'm not sure why I'm saying this in some kind of a British English voice or tone. I'm not even sure Solomon Kane is from Britain or Scotland or, you know, or maybe he's just American. I don't know. Somehow it feels, you know, like seeing him speaking in a gruff, you know, voice. Anyway, and then we go to back to what's his name again? Sorry. Francis Xavier Gordon. And he says, I never see this sign. Never seen it before. Never once, never again. He's shaking. But Kiran says, that's an odd way of putting it, sir, especially considering I saw it quite clear in your records donated to the Wanderers. So his friend says, well, there's no need to make Mr. Gordon ill at ease, Kiran. Anyway, so Kiran says, hey, do you need another drink? El Borak, that's his nickname. More a bit of liquid courage. Courage, he says. Fucking courage and a half. Let me tell you a different story. Something fun and a bit dirty. You can tell your pals to make them smile so you don't. Keep seeing that damn thing in your mind and always and forever. And then, but that's what you don't get. You see, this is some kind of historical bit of business, but it's not. It's a sign that slips into your subconsciousness, a signal waiting to be heard. And when you hear it, my God, it echoes on and on, ready to rise, ready to be unleashed. He's shaking. This man is in terror. And once it's in your head, you see it. When you close your eyes, feel it looming right behind you. All right. Is that what you want, scholar boys? Those eyes upon us? But then a mysterious artifact starts to shake and rattle. He says, no, damn, we're not ready. I'm not ready. Not just not rattling, ringing. A pealing sound outside hearing, yet louder than any other. This guy is the shadow behind him, right? Is this an eye here? Like there? Claws? All right. Mysterious. And with it, death, terror, despair, a punishing plague upon those seeking answers from power beyond measure. This looks cool. I like this terror thing, right? And people go mad and crazy and scream in fear. Nice. And then we have this super cool panel here. Great lighting effect, I must say. Nice colors. So we have Conan running, and he feels a presence, right? He's been drawn to this presence. And then suddenly he sees the sigil, the black stone, guarded by ghouls, buffets in its clarion call of chaos. I like his, the writing is cool. I need to learn from this, right? This way of storytelling. Not sure if I'm able to do it. I wouldn't mind implement that in my comic. But for now, let's concentrate on the battle. These are pick warriors, but they are now way more than that. Merciless, fearless. Conan is defending himself because he's also a beast when his unbridled rage comes to the surface, right? And he's holding his own. But then quickly the tide will turn because he realizes he is now alone against an army. And suddenly he's getting overwhelmed real quick, right? It's great. And then his eyes turn green. Has he green eyes? I always thought he had blue eyes. Then the pealing sound grows louder, wilder, and those attuned to its vibration are punished here as well. Their bodies buckle and break. And Conan says, from all the devils in iron, what are you? Is this simultaneously? You know, is this going through time? You know, this rattling of artifact, you know? When this is ringing, it goes through time, and then it happens there as well. Not sure. The answer comes in an apparition in agony. The offer, the dreamer destroyed, his soul-shearing howl hurled across time and space, his death throes that echo beyond, and all our heroes are feeling it. James Allison's cosmic cry now chains these heroes of men, now and evermore, to a nightmare bathed in black. Wow. Leads us to the next issue. I like this. I like this a lot. You know, a lot of mystery, great art, in my opinion, nice colors, and, you know, this terror, right? Instead of horror. I like horror, don't get me wrong. I like horror, I like body horror. But terror, that's something else, man. It captures your soul, your fear, and it can really grip you real tight. And sometimes you never get out of it, you know, haunts you forever. I like that. I like that a lot. So, yeah, more great stuff. We have some covers here. Well, I like this cover by Sedat Uzgan. Also, I'm liking Didier Samwise. Yeah. So, overall, fun book. And it leads us to the next issue with Rob Della Torre's cover, who's doing now the main book of Conan. Check it out. So it's Conan against, well, this guy. I forgot his name. Solomon Kane. That rhymes. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about that. I think it's, fun, exciting. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.